This is part 2. If you guys haven't watched part 1, the link is in the description below. Make sure you check it out. What business advice would you give to somebody starting out? Can you break down the individual sales, wholesales? What's that breakdown look like? PD, how important is location for a bakery?
In a business like this or any business, your employees are what makes your business make or break. Right now, I have about 36 employees here. At the end of the day, the customers are the ones that are paying your bills. So you always got to remember that.
Why end up buying an existing bakery versus starting one from scratch? And how did you know it was the right business for you?
The main thing is because I didn't know anything about baking. So starting from scratch is out of the question. You know.
That's a huge point. You don't know anything about it.
So a lot of people ask me like, you don't know anything about baking, why get into the baking business? I'm like, yeah, that's a good point, but you know, I'm a risk taker, you know.
Best way to learn by
best way to learn, and there's nothing you can't learn, right? If you have the right mindset, if you have the right attitude, you gotta be open-minded, right? Why narrow your potential businesses, whatever? As long as the thing makes money and you're willing to, you know, put whatever you need to put into it,
right,
you can learn anything. So yeah, I tell people I have no idea. I don't know anything about baking. I mean, now I know a lot of things once, you know, because I'm in the business now. But when I started, yeah, I had no baking experience whatsoever. But I did have business experience or like business mindset, you can say, you know, not really business experience, but mindset, you know, that you got to do what you got to do to make it work, right? So at the end of the day, that goes a long way. You just have to know that, you know what, you're going to make it work, whatever it takes. That's really what the bottom line comes down to. You got to have that right mindset that, you know what, I'm in it to win it. So just stay the course, do what you got to do, and just keep at it. And, you know, eventually things smooth out and you come out on top. That's Manny, that's the head chef.
Hi, Manny.
He makes all the magic happen.
So now we're looking at the kitchen, and I know the bakery is just down further along. What's the percentage of people coming in to eat in the restaurant versus them coming in to buy baked goods? Are you about 50-50 on that? Or?
No, I think it's more like 70-30. 70% people come in, sit down, eat, and 30% is takeout only.
Okay. What sells for the highest profit margin? What has the lowest profit margin now that we're in the beginning of the bakery?
So obviously bread has good margin.
Bread has good margin.
Doesn't cost much to make.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, the only thing is the labor, but yeah, the bread, there's good margin in bread. So now we're entering into the bakery part where all the bread is made. You know, that's the table where they roll the dough, and you know, this is where this is the solid, yeah, exactly, and this is where all the magic happens, really. Yeah, so this is the pastry chef's area. I can see, you know, he's making some mocha, white chocolate, so he's got some chocolate going here. He preps all the cookies, the pastries, all the cakes, the pies, they're all done here.
And you don't have a lot of equipment, is what I noticed.
No, that's what I was trying to get at is, you know, we are an artisan bakery. We don't use a lot of machines except, you know, the ovens and the mixers primarily are two machines. Yeah, exactly. And we cut our dough by hand, we weigh our dough by hand, and everything is done by hand. So we don't have any dough cutters or anything like that. Like a lot of the big bakeries, you know, they have a big production run, they do that, but we are strictly artisan, handmade.
PD, how important is location for a bakery?
Obviously, you know, in any business, location is key, you know. But for us, it's like this location has been here for 20 years. So people know that this bakery has been here. So it's a very well-established business, you know. So that makes a huge difference, exactly. Yeah. But if somebody's planning to open up a new location or a new bakery, pay a lot of attention to the foot traffic, you know, where you're opening it. I know it's not the easiest thing to find a good location, but location can be something that can make or break your business. Right. So it's very important.
How many employees do you currently have, and any tips and advice on finding the right employee for a bakery business, hiring, etc.?
In a business like this or any business, your employees are what makes your business make or break. You can't be everywhere. I can't be here every day and micromanaging. So you really have to put a lot of trust in your people. You have to take care of your people. Right now, I have about 36 employees here.
36 working here.
Full-time and part-time,
Wow.
including both the restaurant and the wholesale side. So you really have to take care of your people. If you have good people, you take care of them, they'll take care of your business. That's the bottom line.
Can you break down the individual sales, wholesales, and then maybe the food and the restaurant and the breakfast that you also provide and serve? What's that breakdown look like?
We really have two pieces to this bakery, right? We have the retail side, which is the restaurant in here, and then the wholesale side.
Okay.
So the company as a whole, it's 50-50. So half of revenue comes through the wholesale side, half of the revenue comes into the restaurant.
Has it always been that way? Do you keep it that way, or is your focus to shift one way or another, and why?
I would like to grow the wholesale side a little bit more, just because the restaurant you're confined to the number of seats you have.
Yeah,
and, things
and it's
like
a
that.
family restaurant, as we can hear. People are enjoying their food and having fun, so that's good.
Right. So wholesale side is what I would like to, because there's no end to that. Right? There's unlimited potential there. And
Would you then reduce your retail for some reason because you're wholesale grown, or
No.
Never. Okay.
No, we keep the retail, where it's at, unless we open another location. That's a different story. But majority of our sales are in breakfast, because we are known as a breakfast joint.
You are, okay.
That's primarily what we're known for, is our breakfast.
So your retail's breakfast driven mainly?
Mostly, yes. I would say like 70%.
Wow. Okay.
So
70% breakfast.
Yeah, and then we do have lunch, and we do offer lunch, for the local businesses, and there's people that come in. But primarily, we are known for as a breakfast place.
Does your business follow like a seasonal curve here and there? And what's a busy time and what's a slow time out of the year?
Summertime is definitely our busiest time.
Is it because mainly people are out, or?
People are out, longer days.
All right. Okay.
And more people want to go out.
Bigger appetite.
They
probably.
get appetite. They're all running around on the
That's
beach
true.
or whatever, and they get hungry. They
Staying
want to get
active.
some grub.
Yeah.
So definitely summertime is good. For us, we don't see a huge drop in the winter time either, because
Interesting.
let's say Thanksgiving, Christmas time, that is actually a very busy time for us, because we get a lot of custom orders for cakes. Special orders come in from customers during that time for pies and cakes. So we're busy. Those 2 months.
That makes sense though, because it's food, and
Right.
I don't see that fluctuating way too much.
Yeah, we
So
do a
you
lot of business during Thanksgiving time for like pumpkin pies, and Christmas time for dinners.
all the goodies.
People ordering rolls, bread rolls, ciabatta rolls. So that's a busy time for us, December especially. We've had customers approach us, like some stores have actually approached us saying that they would like to carry our bread.
Wow,
so I
okay.
feel very fortunate in that way.
Yeah, that goes back to the quality of the product.
Exactly. And Whole Foods was a client before I bought the bakery.
I see.
But
Okay.
you got to take care of your customers. That's the bottom line in business.
Take care of your customers.
If your customers are happy, everything is good. So you got to do whatever it takes to make sure that the customer is being taken care of. If you have a bad batch or something, you got to make it right. You got to make the situation right. You can't, always just be like, what,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. That doesn't work in
Right.
business. You have to have the right mindset. You have to take care of the customers and know their needs, and that goes a long way, because in this industry, people will find out, right? Once they know that, I'm doing business with Wild Wheat, and anytime I have an issue, it's been taken care of right away.
Yeah.
So that goes a long way.
Is getting new customers or retaining existing customers more important for a bakery? And what's your percentage currently for your repeat customers on an average basis?
Every customer is important customer, whether it's a
Absolutely.
repeat customer, whether it's a new customer. So you have to treat everybody that walks in this door with great customer service. Make sure they're getting what they need. Make sure you're giving them quality product. over 50% of our customers on a daily basis are regular customers.
So more than 50%.
Yes, we have customers that come here daily for breakfast for the last, I don't know, so many years.
It's kind of a tradition now.
So we have customers like that too. But obviously new customers are important, and once you get a customer, you want to make sure they come back, right? So you have to make sure that their experience is very pleasant, that they want to come back. And not only are they going to come back, they probably bring their friends or family back.
Right.
So that's really the key, is whoever walks out of this door has to leave happy. That's our main goal.
So you've got multiple businesses.
Right.
What business advice would you give to somebody starting out? One or two or three that kind of at the top of your mind that you're willing to share?
The main thing I say is mindset, man. You have to be able to do whatever it takes, right? In business, there's no days off. Like if something comes up at 10 o'clock at night, you can't say, oh, I'll take care of it tomorrow morning.
So mindset.
Mindset is the main thing, If you have the right mindset, if you can put everything aside and do what you need to do to take care of the business, that goes a long way, Because in business, things have to happen when they have to happen, right? So it's a mindset thing.
Okay.
So you got to be able to handle pressure. You got to be able to, be ready to go at a moment's notice. If something goes wrong, you have to be, you are answerable for everything, pretty much.
What about anything else? Mindset, what else comes to mind? Just with your experience and starting 4 businesses and probably looking at doing others.
People management skill, I think, is very important, because when you grow, you can't obviously do everything yourself. It's how you manage your people and make sure that your people want to stay with you. They want to work for you.
Yeah, retention.
Retention is huge, and especially once you train somebody, you spend the time and the money to train them. You want them to stay, right? And training new people, it's costly. It doesn't work out. The quality goes down because then they're not consistent.
Right.
So you have to know how to manage people.
What are your future plans for this business?
My plan is, like I mentioned before, is to get more wholesale business going once we come out of this, whole pandemic situation. I really need to get more, people on board, more restaurants on board, and part of it is maybe expanding our territory. Right now, we're just
one location now.
Right now our customer base is the greater Seattle area. So we're planning to maybe go down into Oregon and maybe far off places like up Bellingham and towards that side. I know there's a lot of stores.
Wholesale, right?
Only,
Not stores
no,
in those locations.
I'm talking about wholesale only. That's the part I would like to expand more.
That'd be awesome to have your product up in Bellingham.
Exactly. So that's my goal. There's some logistic things we need to work out. I know the product is good. The customers will want to have it, and they've expressed some interest. It's just working out the logistics on how to get it transported, because our bread here is all organic. We don't use any preservatives.
That's awesome.
And it's baked every day fresh. So we make deliveries 365 days a year, no days off. So at night when the bakers are done, the trucks come in early morning, 3 o'clock, and we start delivering to all the stores fresh. So it's a daily delivery. So this is a coffee roasting machine. I roast my own coffee. I buy green beans from wholesale. I try different regions, South America, Colombian, Guatemala. So we experiment with different beans, and I roast my own coffee here. Different medium, dark, light roast. But it kind of gives me, that way to experiment with different beans, and for the customer to try different coffee. Every time they come in, it's it's slightly different. So that adds to the excitement.
Is that something you can expand on in the future?
Maybe we sell our beans, up in the restaurant. So we do sell our beans, and a lot of customers, they buy the beans in a 1 pound bag. So maybe we'll expand on that, but that's a lot of roasting, so I can't do that all by myself.
This is really small scale.
Right, this is just to meet the needs of the restaurant, exactly. But our coffee is also in-house, so that goes back into making everything in-house from scratch. That's really the Wild Wheat way.
Well, there you have it, guys. This concludes our 2-part series about the Wild Wheat Bakery out here in Kent, Washington. Hope you guys really enjoyed the story, all the questions, all the answers, that you've taken something away. and you will execute on some of these things today, starting right now. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you don't miss any videos from UpFlip, because we've got some amazing content coming up, not only Washington, but we're thinking bigger, broader. This is for you. Thanks for watching.